amigos. Welcome back to the channel, kids. Well, there it is. There it is. There it is. I signed up for the Davis City Championship. Today's April 13th. It was supposed to play 13th and the 14th of April. It was at Davis Golf Course in Davis, California. I live in Fresno, California, and so yesterday I drove to Davis and in the hopes of getting a practice round in because I'd never seen the course before, and hoping to compete today and tomorrow. So my cousin Rigo lives in Davis, California, about 27 miles away from the golf course, and I called him and asked him if I could stay with him, and he said that would be fine. And I came on Friday and I shot around. I did, luckily I did record it, so I've got some footage of this trip. And I played a round, right, 18 holes, and then I stayed afterwards and practiced, and then drove the 27 minutes to his house. Stayed the night, and in the morning when I woke up, I awoke at 6 o'clock in the morning. My tee time was at 7:55 on Saturday morning. And I called the course. I called them and I said, hey, are you guys going to cancel the tournament over the rain? And the gentleman that I spoke to said, no, we're not. And by the way, whenever it rains and whenever it's windy, I love playing golf, and especially competing, because I know that 80% of the field is going to fall apart. That's just the way it is. That's the way golf is. 80% of the field is going to fall apart, right? Because they're just not able to handle the weather. They're not able to handle the rain. And mentally, and also keep in mind is that a lot of people have to, golfers, we have to buy rain slick gear. We got to buy umbrellas. We got to buy rain gloves because of the gear, because of the weather. And I have those things. I prepared for it. I have my rain jacket and my rain pants that I'm wearing right now, and my rain gloves. I buy the Rain Grip FootJoy gloves, and they're great for competition. And I know that the majority of the field is going to fall apart mentally and physically, because it's tough to play in these conditions. But I love it because it gives us a better chance of competing. You know, the better golfers, the ones who are able to stick it out. Well, I made the 27-mile drive, you know, in the rain, which is about almost 40 minutes, to Davis, California. And as soon as I walked in, I got an email that said, tournament has been canceled. No tournament on Saturday. We will continue on Sunday. I walked into the clubhouse and I said, bro, I just called you and I asked you if we were going to play. And he goes, I know, I just made a last minute decision. And I said, well, that would have been great if I didn't have to drive, you know, the almost 40 minutes to the golf course. I called you beforehand. And he said, I'm sorry, there's nothing I can do. There's a highway patrol blocking us from going. I guess there's probably an accident, I'm guessing, somewhere along the way. So now we're stopped on the highway. I guess if you're going to stop. Sorry, we're having some connection issues. They said that they would continue the tournament on Sunday, but I'm not going to waste an entire day, 24 hours, of not doing anything. I'm in a different city. It just doesn't make a lot of sense for me to stay in Davis, California, 3 hours away from my house, and not compete, you know? So I asked him, can you go ahead and give me the money back? And he said, sure, I'll give you the money back. And I said, can you write me a note, a receipt, showing that you're going to give me the money back? And he said, you don't trust me? And I said, no, I don't trust you. Of course I don't trust you. I just called you to ask you if the tournament was going to continue. And you said yes. So I drove 30 minutes, almost 40 minutes to play the tournament, and then you changed your mind. So of course I don't trust you. he didn't like it very much. And so he wrote that note to me right there. It says refund, Davis golf course, and then it has a signature. And I appreciate it very much. What I don't appreciate is having to drive back home now. So now it's a canceled tournament. I have nothing to do aside from live my life. I'm going to get back into Madera, California, where I live, and I guess I'm going to go to the golf course. I'm just so disappointed that I had to drive all this way for nothing. You know, it would have been worse had I had to drive this morning. Could you imagine if I left Fresno 3 hours in advance and then to get into Davis, California, and they say, well, sorry, we're not going to hold the tournament because it's wet. Ooh, I would have been fuming. So anyway, what do you think about this? Should, golf courses cancel a tournament because of rain? Personally, I don't think so, because if it started raining midway through the tournament, you're just going to plow through. Whoever isn't able to hack it, you're not able to hack it. That's just the way it is. That's life. Life is no bueno. Sometimes that's the way it goes. So let me know. What do you guys think? Should tournaments continue despite the weather? I mean, there isn't thunder and lightning, okay? I just want to mention that. There's no thunder and lightning. It's just rain. But that's it, my friends. That's it, and that's all. I will upload the practice round. At least we can watch that. Okay, that's all.